Alright guys, it's Urban Rivals Guru here, and today I'm going to do a guide on ELO deck building. I just came up with this idea while I was looking through public presets, and a lot of them were just terrible, and a lot were good. But then I was trying to notice like some patterns, like what do the good ones have? And today we're just going to focus on the stars. Of course, ELO is 25 stars, you can't get more than that, or else it's not an ELO deck. And that's like, there's so many different ways to make 25 stars, to get a total of 25 stars. And what you have to do is you have to find what the best way is, because like all 3 stars is not the best way to do it. 2 5 stars and then all 2 stars is not the best way to do it either. This is a deck that I found, and I think that this is the correct amount. And then I went through my public presets, and not my presets, I mean, and looked at like what decks like actually work for me in ELO. And I noticed that most of the ones that work, what we have is 1 5 star, 1 4 star, 4 3 stars, and then 2 2 stars. And I was thinking about why this would work, and I can see why. Is that if you get the 2 2 stars, which can happen, and then you get 2 3 stars, you're still not left with a bad hand. So what you have to look at while you're deck building is like, look at the 4 worst cards, and if you can't win with those 4 cards, change your deck. You have to be able to win with any 4. And with 5 4 and then 4 3s and then 2 2s, you have a good chance at winning no matter how bad your hand is, like how low the stars are. Because if you drew Artis, Phyllis, Pan, and Tiwi, you wouldn't be that bad. You'd have Pan for high damage right there. Then you'd have Defeat, and then DR, and you'd be set. That'd be a good hand. That's not bad. Okay, so this is a deck that is good. Now I'll show a bad one. Alright guys, so this right here is what you do not want to do when you're building an ELO deck. Okay, so here we go. We have Ashley, Dallas, El Gringo, Hammer, Stacy, Miss Jessie, Loretta, and Jessie. Now, this is got 3 5 stars, so you're usually going to draw a 5 star. But with 2 stars, there's a chance you won't. And every time you don't draw one of them, if you get 4 of these, you are not going to win. There's just no way. And even if you got 3 of these and then 1 5 star, there's a good chance you'll win, but it's not like every time. It's still not a great chance of winning. So this is not really what you want to do either. This is actually one of the worst you can do, is with 3 5 stars. Now every time you drew 2 5 stars, yeah, you'd be set up to win. You would win every time, but it's just too risky, and there's a better chance that you won't draw 2 of them than you will. And these 2 stars are not very strong either, so I don't know what this deck would accomplish. I think you would go negative before you went up in ELO, unless you were extremely good. But yeah, this is not what you want to do when you're looking at stars. So don't look at the 5 stars first. Don't just be like, oh yay, here are my 3 best cards, let me put them in my ELO deck. Because then you're going to end up like this, and you're going to have a lot of trouble in ELO. So that was a bad deck, one of the worst. Now we'll look at a different type. Here's another deck I found in the public presets. And this one kind of got me confused, because what they're doing here is 4 4 stars, 3 2 stars, and 1 3 star. Now when you're looking at this deck, when I was looking at it at least first, I thought it was pretty good. I was like, this is a strong deck right here. You got Marina, Quinn, Alexi, Spud, Randy. You're doing pretty nice. But then once you think about the deck combinations, you see that you could be screwed up and lose a lot of battles here. If you draw Loretta and Jessie, Loretta and Stacy actually, you don't have like any damage really to dish out to them. So Loretta, Stacy, Randy, Alexi. That right there isn't too much of a good hand, and that's an average hand that you would get in this deck. Now, of course, when you draw 3 4 stars, then you'd be set to win. But chances are you won't do that. And so this deck is not bad. Getting 4 stars isn't a bad thing. 4 4 star cards is not bad, but it's not good either. Just because there's a good chance you won't draw them. And then 3 star, and then the 3 2 stars. So I still think that the 1 5 star, 1 4 star, 4 3 stars, and 2 2 stars is the way to go. But this isn't a bad thing. It's getting better than the last one we looked at. Alright, so we'll look at one more right here. Alright guys, so this is the last one we're going to look at today. And this one has 1 5-star, 5 3-stars, no, 6 3-stars, and 1 2-star. So 1 5, 6 3s, and then 1 2. Now this deck right here, it would work. This deck is good. Because the reason why is because all the 3 stars have a good amount of damage, 4, which is not low or not high. But that would work, which means that, like, even if you drew Sasha and then 3 other 3 stars, you still would be completely okay to win the battle, because you still have damage, and then with Sasha you have someone to bring out some pills. Now with some clans, this strategy of 1 5-star and then 6 3-stars, 1 2-star won't work as well, but for skills, I don't know how to say that, it works very well, as you can see with this deck. I think this would do actually pretty well in Elo, and I might even try it. But yeah, this deck is nice. But typically, if you're a beginner Elo player, don't go with this deck formation. Go with 1 5-star, 1 4-star, 4 3-stars, and then 1 2-star. 2 2-stars, I mean. This does give you less 2-stars, which can help. It's nice having less 2s, but still, I don't know. Having a couple 2s is not bad. This is a nice deck though. So if you're deck building and you end up with 6 3-stars and they're all strong, they can all hit at least 4 damage. You need at least 4. 3 probably won't do it. 4 is the way to go. And then you have a 5-star who can hit 6 and up probably. Then you'll be good. Now one thing this deck is missing is a damage reducer. I think every Elo deck needs a damage reducer, but that's off the point. We'll talk about what Elo decks need in later videos. This is just a part 1 to the Elo deck building thing. I just decided to make one out of the blue here, I guess. But yeah. So deck building, that's it. With stars, you don't want too much of 2 stars. You want to keep that to a 1 or 2. If you get 3 2-stars, your deck's not going to be that great. Sorry. But yeah, so thanks for watching. Please comment and subscribe. Give me some more ideas for videos. Thanks.